Wish you all a very good day, my dear children. Now today we are going to discuss grade 6 unit 3, that is mathematical operations on whole numbers. Alright, now before we start the lesson, it would be quite advisable that if we discuss what these whole numbers are. What are whole numbers? Now if you go to a shop and you can buy loaves of bread. 1 loaf of bread, 2, 3, like this you can buy. Or else you can even buy 2.5. Right. Now in here, 2 whole things and another portion is there. So this is not a whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, this type of numbers are called whole numbers, and those which lie in between 1 and half, they are not whole numbers. Then you know what whole numbers are. And there are 4 mathematical operations. I think now we know them: plus, minus, multiplication, this subtraction, multiplication and division. These are the 4 mathematical operations. Now out of these 4 mathematical operations, in this first video we are going to discuss the first 2, because we can't put all these things at once into the head. Now what we learn must suit the capacity of the brain. Once we now thoroughly learn these 2 only, establish these 2 only, we can go to the other 2. Alright, now let's check how to do addition, the first one. But remember one thing: if you want to do addition properly, you want to learn addition properly, you need to have a good knowledge, sound knowledge about additive bonds. Now I will show you what additive bonds are. Now you know what these additive bonds are. Alright, now let's check how we do an addition and how we use these additive bonds in these additions. Right. Now let's take at first 159 plus 5987. These 2 numbers we are going to add. Right. Now if we write them like this: 159, 5987, what will happen? Can we do this addition? No, we can't do this addition like this. Why? Here you are, these are ones and these are tens. So you have put ones and tens together. Therefore, you have to align these ones, put them in one line: 1, 5, 9 and 5987, like this. Ones should be aligned together. If you don't have a sound knowledge about this thing, you can refer to my previous video, place value. Now we can do this addition, because now digits of equal value have been aligned together. Alright, 7 and 7, 14. 4 in here, the 1 goes to the other side. 1 and 5, 6. 6 and 8, 14. 4 in here, and the 1 goes to the other side. 1 and 1, 2. 2 and 9, 11. Out of 11 we write 1 here and the other one is sent to the other side. 1 and 5, 6. So like this we can get the answer of this addition. Alright. Now we learned the additive bonds now. Now do you know, did you feel that we use these additive bonds in using these, in doing these additions? Here you are, 7 and 7. That is 14. That is one additive bond. Then 1 and 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. That is another additive bond. 6 plus 8. Another additive bond. So that now can you understand that additive bonds are the ones that we use for additions, adding numbers together. Alright. Now I will take up another one number. Look at this one. 9 and 3 added together. How much is that? 12. 2 in here, 1 goes to the other side. 1 and 5, 6. 6 and 7, 13. 3 here, 1 goes to the other side. 1 and 3, 4. 4 and 9, 13. 3, 1 goes to the other side. Then 1 and 4, 5. 5 and 1, 6. Alright, now like this, you know how to do an addition. Now I will give you a simple, very small exercise. After doing it, let's go to the next part. Okay, now I think you have done the exercises very correctly, and now we are going to step into a nice area. This is somewhat like a game, right? Here there are blanks to be filled. Okay, these are all additions. 5 and another number have been added together, and then the answer is 6. So what is the number that has been added to 5? That is 1. And another two numbers, this one and 2 make 9. So what is in here? That is 7. 4 and 2, 6. So that is the answer. Okay, look at this one. 5 has been added to another number and make 7. What is the number? Then it is 2. 9 and 5, 14. Then we put 4 in here, and the 1 is sent to the other side. Now on this side there are 2 in here and here. One that came from the other side and this one. And another number is there which makes the sum 8. So it must be 6. In here 5 and 5 equals 10, but we can't put 10 in one place, we put 0 and the 1 is sent to the other side. Now on this side there are 1 and 4, 5. There are 5. And another number has been added, and the answer is 1. Is it possible? Is it possible? No. To 5 another number has been added, the answer is 1. It is not possible. Then it is clear that it is not 1, it is 11. Right. What is the number that has to be added to 5 to make 11? That is 6. Then from the 11, 1 we write here and the other one is sent to the other side. Then on this side there are 4. 1 and 3, there are 4. Now what is the other number that has to be added to the 4 to make it 5? That is 1. Okay, then let's come to this one. 3 and another number have been added, and the answer is 0. That also is not possible. Then it must be 10. Right? To make 10, you have to add 7. Then 1 comes to this side. Altogether there are 6 in here. 6 has been added to another number to make 5. That also is not possible. So it must be 15. 6 and what number make 15? That is 9. Right. Then out of 15, 5 we write in here and the other one is sent to this side. So 1, 1, 7. What is that number? That is 9. Another very special thing I must tell you. Now some children, they are reluctant to count their fingers like this. But don't hesitate to do it. That is very important, because all these mathematical concepts go into your head through this finger counting. Therefore, never hesitate. No matter what other people think. Don't take it serious. If you want, you count. Alright, in here. 8 and 9, 17. 7 in here, 1 goes to the other side. 1 and another number, this is 0. Now 1 and another number have been added together and the answer is 0. Then it is clear to you that it is 10. To make 10, it must be 9 in here. Then from the 10, you put 0 and here and 1 is sent to the other side. On this side, 1 and 1, there are 2. And what is the number that has to be added to 2 to make it 7? That is 5. Alright. Like this we can see how interesting it is. It's like a game. Right. Now I will give you a small exercise. Do it. Alright. Now I think that you have successfully done the exercise, and now we are going to step into the next area. Now in here there are 4 numbers. Now if you happen to add several numbers like this, you can't do an addition like this. You have to first of all write them like this, aligning equal values together. Okay, now let's add. 1 and 4, 5. 5 and 5, 10. 10 and 4, 14. 4 in here, 1 goes to the other side. Then on this side, 9, 15 and 21. 2 goes to the other side. 5 and 6. 5 and 2, 7 and 1. Like this we can do this addition even if several numbers, not only 2, several numbers come to add together like this. Alright, for that also a very simple exercise I will give you. Do it and let's go to the next one, next step thereafter. Okay, now our final step for this video, part 1, is subtraction. Now let's do the subtraction. Now my dear children, now if the subtraction comes like this, can you do it? No, you can't. Therefore, you have to write it like this, 57, 23, like this, aligning equal places together. Now you can do the subtraction. Subtract 3 from 7, that is 4. And then 2 from 5, that is 3. You can get the answer like this. The other ones I have written in the proper way. Now in here, you can't add 9 from 4. Then you have to take 1 from this one and send it there. Anyway, you can cut it and put 7 in here, because once you take 1 out, it will be 7. And the other one is sent to the other side. Now on the other side, 10 came from this side and 4 was there. All together there are 14. From the 14 you have to subtract 9. That is 5. Then from 7 subtract 2, that is again 5. 7 and 5. From 7 subtract 5. That is 2. This one, from 6 also you can't subtract. Then take 1. From 15 you subtract 6. That is 9. From 3 subtract 3. That is 0. There are 3 and 3 is subtracted, moved. That is again 0. Then 6 and 1. From 6 you subtract 1, that will be 5. That's the answer. In here also you have to take 1 from this side. From 13 you are subtracting 6. Then what is the answer? That is 7. And again from 8, can you subtract 9? No. Then for that one again you will have to take 1 from the other side. Altogether there will be 18. One that comes from this side makes, it splits into 10, and the existing 8, altogether there are 18. From the 18 you subtract 9, the answer is 9. From 3 subtract 1, the answer is 2. And this one. In here, this is somewhat special. You can't subtract because there are only 2. From the 2 you can't subtract 2. 7. You can't subtract 7. Then you have to take 1 from here. But none is there. There is nothing. So you take 1 from this place, making it 4, and send it to this side. It becomes 10. From the 10, again you pick out 1. Then this becomes 9. And that 1 you take is sent to the other side. Then it splits into 10. Altogether there is 12 in here. From the 12 you subtract 7. The answer is 5. From 9, 3 is moved, then 6. Then from 4, 1 is removed, then the answer is 3. Like this. Now I will give you a few subtractions. Do it and we can go to the next step anyway. That also is subtraction. Okay, now this is the last step. As I told you earlier, this is a very interesting thing. Now subtract this number from this one, and this the answer. There are blanks. Okay, now let's fill these blanks. Now from a certain number you have subtracted 2. From a certain number you have subtracted 2. Then 2 are remaining. So what is the number? That is 4. Then in here from 9, what is the number that you happen to subtract to get 6? That is 3. And this is 1 from 5. That is 4. Okay. Then this one. From 5, you happen to subtract 6. Can you do it? No, it's not possible. Then you have to take 1 from this side. Then this becomes 6. And 1 that goes to the other side splits into 10. And altogether, there are 15 now. From the 15, you subtract 6. Then what is the answer? That is 9. From 6, you subtract some number. The answer is 4. From 6, you subtract what? To get 4. That is 2. And in here, there is a certain number. You are subtracting 2. Then the answer is 2. Then this must be 4. Okay. Then in here, this one. From 3, you subtract some number. There are 3. You subtract some number. And then 6 remains. That is not possible. So it must be clear to you that another 1 has been taken from this side. This becomes 1. And 1 goes to the other side, which splits into 10, and altogether there are 13. From the 13, when you subtract some number, the answer is 6. Then it must be 7 that you have subtracted. In here, you have 1 now, because 1 went to the other side. From 1, you are subtracting 5. That is not possible. Then you have taken 1 from this side. Then that one becomes 10. Altogether there are 11 on that side. From 11 you subtract 5. The answer is 6. Here comes the problem. Now there is a certain number. From that number you subtract 1. Then the answer is 1. So it must be 2. But remember, 1 went to the other side. After we take 1, there must be 2. Then altogether there had been 3. From the 3, we sent 1 to the other side. Now 2 are remaining. From the 2 you subtract 1. Then 1 remains. Like that. Okay. This is the answer. Now this one. From a certain number you subtract 9. Then the answer is 6. That is not possible. Then it is clear that 1 has come from this side. That is another problem. Because there is nothing in here to be sent to the other side. Then 1 has gone to this place from making it 3. 1 has gone to this side from this one, which splits into 10. The one that went to the other side splits into 10. But now, leaving only 9 in here, another 1 has been sent to the other side, which again splits into 10 at that place. Then 10 and this thing. Now, if you subtract 9 from a number, 6 remains. From a certain number you subtract 9. Then 6 remains. So what is the total number? That is 15. To be 15, this must be 5. This is 5. 5 and the 10 that came from the other side got together. From 15 you subtracted 9, then it became 6. Then you have 9 in here. From 9, nothing has been subtracted. Then 9 remains. From the 3 that lies in here, you subtract a certain number. Then 1 remains. From 3, subtract a certain number and 1 remains. So what is the number that you have subtracted? That is 2. Okay, in here. Now in here also it is clear that 1 has been taken from this one. Okay. Then what is the number that has been in here? It is 13. From the 13, when you subtract, because 1 came from here which is split into 10, altogether there are 13. From the 13, when you subtract 6, the answer is 7. The answer is 7. Then 1 has gone to the other side from this place, but there is another problem. There is nothing in there. Then it is clear that 1 has been taken from this side, from the number that we don't know. Then 1 went to this side, it split into 10, and from the 10 you sent 1 to the other side. Now there are 9 in here. From the 9 you subtract some number, result is 0. Then what is the number that you have subtracted? That is 9. Then what is the number in here? In here there is a certain number. There is a certain number. From this number you remove 1. When you remove 1, 5 remains in here. When you remove 1, 5 remains. That means the number that is in here must be 6. But remember one thing, that 1 has gone to the other side. To send 1, after sending 1, there must be 6. Then what is the number that has been there? That is 7. Send 1 and then it becomes 6. From the 6 you are subtracting 1 and the result is 5. Okay, now let's come to this one. 3, subtract some number. Now it is clear. If there are only 3, there is no possibility of remaining 5. Therefore it must be 13. From 13, there are 13 children in here. You send 5. Then how much is on the other side? Then it must be 8. 8. From the 13 you are removing 8. Then the answer is 5. Then 1 has gone to the other side. Right? Now what is the number that should be in here? That must be 9. Because from the 9 when you subtract 5, the answer is 4. But remember one thing. We sent 1 to the other side. Then earlier there must be 10. 10 is not a possible number in one place. Then it must be 0. 0. And 1 has come from this side to make it 10. From the 10 you sent 1 to the other side. And there are 9. Now from the 9 you subtract 5 and there are 4 remaining. Okay, now this must be 3. From the 3 you are removing 1, then the answer is 2. Now let's take up this one. Certain number is there. From which one has been removed, the answer is 9, then it must be 10. But can there be 10 in one place? No. Then it must be 0. It's clear that 1 has gone to the other side from here, which is splits into 10. Now there are 4 on this side. We can't subtract 6 from 4. Then from this side, leaving 6, another one has been sent to the other side. Then it becomes 10. Altogether there are 14 on this side. From 14 you subtract 6. Then what is the answer? Then it is 8. Then there are 6 in here. From 6 you are subtracting a certain number. The answer is 4. Then it must be 2. Like this. Now you can do this blank filling. I think it's an interesting job. Okay, now I will put a small exercise for this one to answer it. And today the first video is over. My dear children, now if you have any queries, any problems, you can put a comment. In a certain possible way, I will solve your problem. Likewise, now, if you are happy about this thing, if you wish to get the other video, the second part, then you can subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified at the very moment that I put the next video. Alright, good luck.